Welcome back to Trials and Tribulations. We're going to start the testimony of Victor Kudo, who was called to the stand not by Godot, but actually by Gumshoe. That was weird, but okay. So let's do it. Doesn't really matter. He's here. Let's get started.
The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it.
Oh, he actually apparently saw that? Really? Or he's senile or lying?
The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in a terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl, right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. I was looking at her ass all nice and hard the entire time. And by hard, I do mean that in two different ways.
Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress. Oh, well, the entire testimony is bunk now. I mean, what an egregious error.
You're as bad as the rest of them. By them, I mean the Jews.
I've decided to make this man a horrible person. That's his character, as long as I'm voicing him.
All these newfangled words? What's wrong with the old-fashioned ones,
Newfangled?
All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell you.
Excuse me?
Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away.
Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This case, I don't know what it is, but I've just gotten out of control. It's only because of him. I'm going into all the perverted territory, and I've decided to make him a racist homophobe, and I don't know, it's just this guy. I just think it's funny. That's the kind of shit I think about all the time. I just don't often say it. But this guy has brought it out, and I don't mean that I think about being racist and homophobic. I mean, I think of it as a joke. But I don't... shut up, anyway.
I wanted to know if Gutzen Braun retained his championship or not.
So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? And at the location in question. There are partitions between tables on the same side of the restaurant, right?
So what if there are?
If you say that you could see the victim, that means you were sitting at a table on the other side of the restaurant, correct?
Ka! I go to that place to drink Javachino.
That is irrelevant.
I don't go to sit. I don't remember what table I was sitting at.
You mean you go there to eye the waitress? Right. Put something in it. Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw?
Victor Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every T and cross every I.
I see.
My eyesight's fine. The doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving.
Well, that might be a problem. His eyesight might be an issue.
I saw what the serving girl put into the Javachino as well.
I bet I know what's coming up and something tells me I'm not going to like it. I mean, how would he know exactly what it was? What's he going to say? We need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. I like to ask him to the witness add what he knows about this to the testimony. I can already tell that I'm reading better than I was in the last session where I had a headache. I slur my words and I miss shit all the time normally, but that was especially bad. I'm already better this time when I'm headache free. White powder. Never mind. I couldn't even read the word powder. The crack cocaine. She really put that into the coffee?
You doubt me, boy? She took some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled in it.
Couldn't she have been adding sugar?
Sugar in a small brown bottle like that?
Yes. What are you trying to say? You trying to say white shouldn't mix with brown? What are you trying to say, Kudo? Anyway. Like that? Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? A bottle like this, perhaps?
Oh, there it is. That's the one.
That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. So what did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? If there was a fake Phoenix, couldn't there have been a fake Maggie? Could it be a fake... All of you could be fakes. I don't know who's the fake. Because, I mean, we got Magoogle Pants, Orange Man, but then at the trial, like, he was actually me. Someone like a legit disguise. Everybody could just be a disguise. I don't know.
In the good old days, we would have drank every last drop, eaten the cup, and then died.
I'm sorry? Anyway, Phoenix ate a thing. He ate a bottle in case 1. That was weird. Congratulations. You have earned the title of Battiest man to grace a courtroom. Not even close. Have you seen the other fucking assholes that have been in here? So it was an immediate death. Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose it is possible. Where did she get it? Did anybody bring that up in the first trial? Because apparently she did it for the lottery ticket, which there would have been no way of having prior knowledge that he would have that and be there. So she just had it with her. Like, oh shit, this guy's got a lottery ticket. I better use my potassium cyanide that I carry with me at all times. Obviously, you don't. Like, where did she get it, and why did she have it with her? No, did anybody question that? I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by? Her rockin' tits.
Particular features? It's a disgrace, that's what it is.
Sorry?
You can see all the way up to her labia.
I'm so sorry. She's practically naked in that uniform. So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit. But anyone could wear just such a uniform. Even me. Can we see it? Can we get it? Can we get Phoenix in the... Is there fan art? I'm gonna look that up. I'm not even sorry. I'm not sorry about the things I say. If I say it too often, it becomes not funny anymore. But I apologize for nothing. Phoenix Wright waitress outfit. That's just a picture. Oh, there it is! Although that looks like a screenshot from the game. Does he actually wear it in the game? Or is that a fan art type thing? That's probably not real. But there it is. On his midriff is showing, and he looks pretty good. Anyway, here. Oh, there's cosplay of it. That's great. Anyway. Whatever. What's happening? The game? Oh yeah, I was playing the game. Press harder. I actually didn't read that, so I don't know what I'm pressing, but I have faith that I should do it harder. Jesus Christ. Why do people watch this? Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I would ask you to add them to your testimony.
Sure. There was a ribbon in her hair and her apron straps were loose. I'm the one who loosened them.
You think old Seedy really saw Maggie do it? Oh, the bird seed. I was like, what? Okay. Well, he probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time, that's why it was there. But he was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress. Apparently. She makes a good point, though. Hey, did I just say something clever? I wonder if the waitress Mr. Kudo saw really... That's what I'm saying. What if it was her counterpart? Egam. Yegam. Yeah, Yegam. Yegam? Edrib. Sure. The young man was reading the sports paper. I already pressed it, all right? So I gotta present. Okay. Is there something about... Was there no ribbon? Apron straps were loose. Let's look. There's definitely a ribbon. I mean, her apron's straps were loose. We have the apron, do we not? Is there a way to know if the straps were loose? Worn by Maggie at the time of the incident has small pockets, but big stains. Okay. I like the but, like as if those two things counteract each other in any way. But yeah, I don't see how this has to do with that. Maybe it's a different statement. Because he said something right there. You know, he just says it's her. I mean, it's got to be one of these last few. I don't know how this will work, but maybe it'll be one of those instances where Phoenix just says something that is good. This just spurs him to say a random thing. What do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow it. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, there that goes. Don't hurt me. Eh. Okay. Well then. It's gotta be that one. Well, if it's not the apron, then I'll go with her profile? Same logic. Maybe Phoenix will just say something good. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence in the statement just now related? They aren't. Oh, fuck. Did I? Oh, suck a dick. I didn't press it, did I? I just thought of that. I didn't press that statement yet. Shit. I was trying to present things before I pressed it. That's a mistake. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face. Didn't know she had one. Objection. Might not have even been a disguise. Might have just been some random person and he just didn't look at the face. Well, yeah, it's because that's what he was looking at.
That's right, I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red.
It's like reddish orange. So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. There's no doubt that he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow. The straps or the waitress's back. That's kind of like the same. I mean, if I ask about the straps, what would that do? He would just say that they were undone. I mean, we would get him to admit that he was looking at her uniform and not her face. I'll just say the back, because it's more general. The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back.
So what?
Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all?
Objection.
He's got you there, Gramps. Godot, you're really bad at this. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. I like him, though. I mean, I'm fine with having an easier job. He may not be the best prosecutor, but he's cool. This witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. I get it. Is that a saying, though? Is that like a thing? Harassment. Excuse me. This is hate speech? This is a hate crime. Humongous. Did you just say humongous to me? Did you just actually harass me? What's happening? Anyway. Features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony.
Sure. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer.
And if I can't find a hole in it soon... Guys, you're fucking feeding it to me here. Oh, it's getting longer and longer if I can't find a hole in it. Like, I can't help it if you say shit like that back to back. Okay, well, that's just rude. I remembered to press it first this time. You didn't find anything to be distinct, but you did clearly see the witness's face, yes?
No question about it. I didn't come this far to back down now. Victor Kudo never backs down.
That's not the answer I was looking for, but okay.
This has turned into a matter of pride for old CD now, I guess. I wonder if he really did see Maggie's face or not.
Like I thought, we need some concrete proof of this. Proof that the old guy didn't see the waitress clearly from the front.
Do you think old CD really saw Maggie do it?
Well, he probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there.
But he was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress.
We already went over that. Have we not already? Yeah, we've already been over this. Maya. Anyway, get to the end. This one. God fucking damn it, I went too far. Kill me now. Get back to it. I'm not editing it. Get back to it. Okay. So, sorry from the front. What if I present the apron now? Or her profile? But I'll present the apron. If I'm wrong, I quit. I don't think I lost health in the entirety of case 2. And I made stupid mistakes here and I lost half my health. Can we get a psych lock soon when we go back to the investigation? Oh, I was going to say, what? The stains remind you of what your grandson looks like? But then I read the second half. I'm like, okay. Still not what he looks like, but whatever. Have you ever seen this before? When we get back to the investigation, like I was saying, I need a psych lock to heal my health. Does your trial health carry over to investigations? I don't remember. I don't know. If so, I need to heal it. It probably does.
What? What is it? Ever since I said, you half-witted clot, there's been an eerie silence in here.
Mr. Kudo, this apron. Is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning? And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means if you had really seen this apron before...
Bah!
Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front.
Oops.
That's right, the stains. Did not see those. Witness! You can't just oops your way out of this. Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. You just don't even... I don't think you even care. That's the thing. I don't think he cares. He's not really... I guess he's trying, but generally he doesn't seem to really... He's here for some other reason, and he doesn't seem to give much of a shit about these trials. Listen, Wright, here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in that restaurant. What happened to the Wednesday Addams girl? What was that about? And when that one waitress put the poison in the coffee cup? Maybe it was her, I don't know. This old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps.
You can rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what burger a customer wanted. He can't remember? Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out.
Very well, let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim. He was a guy, and he had a face.
He was another of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles.
Not quite.
He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Then the serving girl in question brought over the Javachino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip.
Excuse me, fidget? It's very insensitive to fidgets everywhere. To the fidget tribe. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail.
Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types.
The you-know-what types? Like, what am I supposed to assume? We're so vague about everything. Oh, that's what you say. What did you really mean by that? How are we going to handle this, Nick? We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? No. Objectively, literally 100% no. It's not. Let's press the shits. Get 'em. Wasn't spectacles. Spectacles.
Dark glasses to you. One of the lenses was green, but the other was broken. Newfangled rubbish. That's why I remember him so well.
He did have some kind of lens over his left eye, but I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Godot's sharp appearance. We better come up with something sharp. I hope in the next case the judge is wearing some sexy shades. Okay, I'll wait and see. I would have done it now. But I guess it's up to you, Phoenix. The newspaper was a sports paper, was it? Well, if it was a sports paper, it's not a news. I guess it is. It's the news about sports.
That young hooligan, I nearly asked him, can't you even read without fidgeting? How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that rustling going on? I needed to find out if Gutzen Braun retained his championship title.
It was his paper, not yours. If you wanted to know so bad, why didn't you buy your own?
What are you looking at me like that for?
Because he's looking for a job. He's poor. Gutzen Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway. Okay. I guess Maya follows that kind of thing. The wireless.
The decadent young rascal. In my day, it was one or the other. Read the paper or listen to the wireless.
Oh boy.
And using an earpiece? It's selfish, that's what it is. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it.
Was he that desperate to listen to the radio?
What are you looking at me like that for? How dare you feel sorry for me?
Does it really hurt? I feel like it would not. You mean the waitress who you only saw from behind, right?
You're one of those, are you?
One of those Asians. Or whatever Phoenix is. Who knows? Anyway, he's the Japanese. That didn't even make any sense. Shit. Maybe. Everyone in this game is whatever race I decide to voice them as. Edgeworth is British. I better not push it until I've got some hard evidence. His free hand?
Yes?
Which hand was that?
Weren't you listening before?
Cloth ears? It's just everything he says sounds like it could be interpreted as like some kind of fucking weird, hateful old man thing. Like what does that mean? Cloth ears?
I said he was rustling the newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand wasn't his right hand, then which hand was it, you moron?
It doesn't hurt, man. Man up. Perhaps the great Mr. Trite has 3 hands. Maybe I do. You ever seen underneath my pants? Sheesh, I was only asking. No need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak! You saying 3-handed people are freaks? The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That this old guy's memory has more holes than a slice of Swiss. The cheese, that is. Not the knife. I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony. That is generally how it goes, Maya. Thank you. Anything will do, even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake, and he's ours. I would have never thought to have find a contradiction. That's just a fucking amazing idea. Sorry, I don't mean to be so rude to you. That's the end of the video.